Remember when NFTs were going to revolutionize the world? Yeah, me neither. But in 2023, Silicon Valley made an even bigger promise. AI will replace 80% of developers by 2025. Well, it's 2026 and I still have a job. And companies are still hiring lots and lots of developers. What happened? Did AI lie? Or did tech CEOs confuse writing code with doing software development? Spoiler, yes. Look, I'm not here to do some cringe. Ooh, developers are so cool and smart. Even though I am. Because AI is insane. It writes code faster than me, it explains things better than Stack Overflow, and it's genuinely really helpful. But the idea that it's going to wipe us out completely? I don't know about that. And if you're learning to code right now, thinking, did I just waste 2 years of my life? Relax, because AI didn't fail to replace developers. It was never even close. Let's talk about the biggest tech hype crash since the metaverse. March 2024, a company called Cognition AI drops Devin, the world's first AI software engineer. The demo? Absolutely beautiful. Devon planning entire applications, writing code, running tests, deploying to production, and even passed the engineering interviews. I watched that demo thinking, well, it was a good run, boys. Everyone went crazy about it. People on Twitter were fuming. One guy changed his title to prompt engineer and called it a strategic pivot. And then people actually used it. Turns out Devin was incredible at exactly one thing: demos. Devin could absolutely build a to-do app. And you know what else could build a to-do app? A YouTube tutorial from 2015 and 3 hours of emotional damage. But give Devin a real code base, one of those beautiful production disasters with code written by 5 different teams across 7 years where nobody knows how it works, and it doesn't know what to do. And companies that went all in on AI will replace our developers? They were posting job listings within months, not normal job listings, desperate ones. Senior developer needed, must be human, please, we're scared. Here's the thing nobody tells you about AI. It has goldfish memory. It has something called a context window, which means it can only remember so much at once. Imagine trying to solve a 500,000 piece puzzle, but you can only see 5 pieces at a time. And every time you grab a new piece, you forget what the last one looked like. Your app isn't 5 files, right? It's hundreds of files. Hidden dependencies, undocumented behavior, and one function that breaks everything if you change it. So when you ask AI to refactor a feature touching 47 files, it's like asking someone to perform surgery while blindfolded, with short-term memory loss, and a YouTube tutorial playing in the background. Sure, technically surgery happened. There was this study, 153 million lines of AI-generated code analyzed. And the result? Code that had to be fixed or completely thrown out, doubled, compared to human written code. So we went from AI will replace developers to AI will accidentally take down your entire infrastructure at 3 a.m. on a Saturday. Progress, I like it. But here's where it gets truly beautiful. The requirements problem.
We need a payment system.
Sure, Stripe integration should be done by Thursday.
Okay, what payment providers? What about refunds? Failed transactions, recurring subscriptions, international currencies, tax calculations, fraud detection? What happens when someone's card declines at midnight? What if they're using a VPN? What about...
Oh, I didn't think about any of that.
Exactly. AI takes your instructions literally. You say, build a payment system. It builds a payment system. Not your payment system. Not the one that handles your business rules, your edge cases, your, oh yeah, one more thing, requirements. Humans, we've learned to ask the annoying questions first. We're professional pessimists. What could go wrong is basically our job description. Every single line of code is a trade-off. Every single one. Do we optimize for speed or readability? Do we add this feature now or wait until we have more users? Do we refactor this nightmare code or just leave it and pretend it doesn't exist? These aren't coding questions. These are business questions disguised as coding questions. I've seen AI suggest solutions that technically work, but would create maintenance nightmares 6 months later. It doesn't think about the junior developer who'll inherit this code and cry. It doesn't consider your team's expertise. It doesn't know you're on a deadline because the CEO promised this feature to the client who's threatening to leave. AI is the friend who gives you technically correct advice that completely misses the point. Oh, you should tell your boss how you really feel. Yeah, thanks AI, super helpful. I'll just add unemployment to my LinkedIn. Now, AI isn't useless. It's just not a replacement, it's a tool. Before power drills, carpenters used hand drills. Power drills made them faster, not obsolete. They still need to know where to drill, what angle, what depth. The drill just makes the actual drilling part less soul crashing. That's AI for developers. Boilerplate code, API setup, test templates, database schemas, the tedious stuff that makes you question your life choices. Oh man, I wanna quit. AI crushes that. What used to take hours now takes minutes. But, and this is crucial, you are still making the final decision. You're reviewing the code, you're catching the edge cases, you're making sure it doesn't do some stupid stuff, because it does a lot of stupid stuff. Studies show developers using AI are 35% more productive, but that's multiplication, not replacement. The best developers are using AI to build more, faster. They're not being replaced, they're being supercharged. They're like Iron Man with the suit, not the suit replacing Iron Man. So what does that mean for the industry? Developer jobs aren't disappearing, they're evolving. We're seeing more demand because AI helps build faster, so companies want more features, not fewer developers. Greedy, yeah. But skills that matter are shifting. Syntax? AI can handle that. Easy. Nobody cares if you write a perfect for loop from memory anymore. What matters now is understanding the actual problem you're solving, breaking down vague requirements into concrete specifications. You know, when the client is saying some random crap and you basically have to guess it. And these skills aren't going away. They're becoming more valuable because in a world where everyone has access to AI that writes code, the developers who understand systems, who can navigate ambiguity, who can ask the right questions, who can make judgment calls when requirements are unclear and stakes are high, those developers are worth their weight in gold or Bitcoin, whichever is worth more by the time you're watching this. So to conclude, AI was supposed to replace developers because everyone thought coding was just typing syntax, like we're just really expensive keyboards or something. Screw you. But software development is problem solving. It's understanding messy human needs. It's making judgment calls. It's knowing when to ask, are you sure that's what you want? Sure? Before you waste 2 weeks building it. AI can generate code, but it can't navigate ambiguity. It can't tell a client that their idea needs some more work. It can't look at the deadline and go, yeah, that's not happening. And that's why we're hiring more developers, not fewer. The future isn't AI versus developers. It's developers who know how to use AI and developers who don't. The ones who learn how to use AI as a force multiplier, they're about to have an incredible decade. The ones who ignore it, well, there's always NFTs.